Radio Rahim with Dimitri, Salita on the dais today in a historic moment, the last press conference before an event at the O2 Arena like none has been seen before anywhere in the world, in fact. Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall are taking the stage in the front of global boxing. What I am interested in initially is how four promoters come together to put on a card like this when if these same titles were held by men and twice as much notoriety or money was in the fight, there'd be no way in the world I'd see all four promoters working together put something like this in front of the fans, which is what we've been asking for years. How did this come together, and what is the difference between promoting women's boxing and men's boxing that can make a night like Saturday night actually happen?
You're right. This is a great example of how it should be, because we're here for the boxing fans and for the fighters, and for us to be able to give the fighters the best opportunity to. He looks like Mr. Arum.
I'm not going to be able to have it with you, but I present you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
These are Cuban cigars, kosher Cuban cigars.
Kosher. And it's
No, I'm in the United States.
and it's on camera.
Wait, is that a passing of the torch, Bob? Bob, is that a passing of the torch, one generation of promoter to the next?
What did you say?
Is that a passing of the torch, one generation of
No, just passing a box of cigars.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. But Bob Arum was my first boxing promoter, and I was always a wondrous kid, and to be able to fight on big cards from the beginning of my career, and Mr. Arum has really operationally the best company in boxing, and to be able to see it, to be able to expose such a high level of boxing really helps me out now as a promoter. And one of the reasons why I'm so successul is because I was exposed to that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Dimitri.
It's the truth.
Yeah, but I must say, better promoter. He's a better promoter than he was a fighter. He was a pretty good fighter, good amateur, but a better promoter than he was a fighter.
Is that a compliment? I hope that's a compliment.
That's
Is that a compliment?
A little bit of business we were just talking. I've been trying to get Joshua Fury on the cards for somebody, but he's got, apparently, if Joshua's making a mistake trying to face Fury next, it sounds like Salita's got an idea for Joshua next.
To fight Wallin, that'd be a good fight.
Well, I mean, Otto gave Tyson Fury objectively the biggest and hardest fight of his career, landing more punches against him than anyone else before. Gave him the big cut. Some people felt he won. And Joshua wants a fight with Tyson Fury. Otto wants a rematch, and that's a fight that makes a lot of sense. There's stories on both sides, and Otto will be willing and able to come to the UK, fight December 17th.
Okay with me. It's got to talk that here.
All right, Radio Rahim just made the fight. Thank you, Bob.
So wait, okay with you for the Tyson Fury rematch?
Well, one fight at a time. One fight at a time, Dimitri.
Well, I gotta get it while I can. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how promoters
Listen,
work.
I got the cigars. Maybe I got the Tyson Fury fight. You know what I mean?
Well, Saturday night, you're going to be trying to get some brand new cigars because hopefully you will have given birth to one of the greatest promotions of all time. And if your way is had, then Claressa Shields will be undisputed once again for boxing. And for you personally, what would that mean?
So I started working with Claressa from the beginning of her career. Her first fight with me which was her second professional fight. She was the main event on Showtime, first woman in the history of the sport to headline a premium cable on premium cable network television, which was really incredible. And Claressa said, "Dimitri, make the biggest and the best fights." And really, every one of our fights has been historic. She fought Hannah Gabriels in a fight that was the highest rated fight on Friday night in like 5 or 6 years. Big step for women's sports, for women's boxing. Then she fought Christina Hammer. It was the biggest women's fight of all time up to that point. Now she's traveling thousands of miles away from her home, from her country, to fight Savannah Marshall, her true rival. And it's really incredible how far women's boxing has come in really a short period of time. And really, Claressa is at the head of the boat, driving it to equality with the men. And both of these fighters are making tremendous purses, as well as the fighters on the other card. Still not as much as men, but significantly better than ever before. And the fact that big broadcasters like Sky, like ESPN, are behind this is really incredible. And really, it's a lot of it is due to Claressa's success, to her story, to the fact what an example she is to women and girls all over the world, coming from one of the most challenged places in the United States, in Flint, Michigan, to now being a superstar, like one of the most significant people in the world. And I mean, if you talk about boxing and sports serving as a bridge and as a message for constructivity and for productivity, Claressa's man is an American hero. She's a hero of the world, and what she's doing is just so incredible.
And for you, you've just, again, engaged with one of the icons in the promoting game, a generational king of kings, as they say it, and giving you a box of cigars. What does it mean for you as a promoter in your career to be at this moment, and especially if you're victorious with your fighter on Saturday?
You know, it feels incredible to be part of this event with Arum and Claressa and Marshall. You know, is the co-main event. Bob is the main event. Bob has the co-main event. And to be able to work with him and communicate with him, this is our first fight together as a co-promoters, not against each other, because Otto fought Tyson, and it's quite special. I hope to some extent that I've learned and was influenced by him in a positive way, and we're going to do great things going forward.
Well, good luck with that. Good luck Saturday night.
I don't know if I should smoke them or if I should keep them as a souvenir.
Well, I guess that'll be. And when I see the cloud of smoke ringside on Saturday night, I'll know the decision that you made.
Well, all the smoke, that's right.
All the smoke.
All the smoke, baby.
Radio Rahim with Dimitri, Salita, and all the smoke.